Kerry Cameron. I'm with Cameron Bankruptcy Law Firm. We're a small boutique law firm specializing in bankruptcy out of Raleigh, doing all of Eastern North Carolina. I'm the paralegal. My wife is the attorney. She's a smart one. Let me tell you a little bit about our family. Let's start first with our pets. We have two miniature golden doodles. We have two large parrots, a green macaw and a umbrella cockatoo. We have a large saltwater tank and a large freshwater tank, excuse me. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. As you can see, my shirt's a little baggy. I've lost 70 pounds recently, plan to lose 30 to 50 more. Real excited about that. Let me tell you something about Sheree. Sheree is a great artist. She does paintings mostly of animals, and she's good enough to go pro. She doesn't think so, but she is. And maybe you'll get to see some. She was born in Chicago and raised in rural Tennessee, went to school at University of Tennessee, which is when we met. I'm a little different. I robbed the cradle a little bit. I'm a little older than she is. I'm a missionary kid. Grew up in Alaska. I'm part Alaska Native. My dad is Klinken and my mom is white. He had a small church on the reservation called Cluckwan, as well as a small church in a small town called Haines. I grew up as a typical rural Alaska kid. Loved a lot of hiking, a lot of fishing, a lot of hunting, a lot of skiing. I got my first moose when I was in 7th grade and was an all-star wrestler. I graduated school a little early and I went into the military, was in 5th Special Forces Group at Fort Bragg, Fayetteville. That's the Green Berets. Got out of that and I went to college, University of Alaska in Fairbanks, Alaska. Pretty cold there, down to 68 below one day. Anyways, while I was in college in the summers and before and after, I mined for gold. I did commercial fishing in Alaska and I did high lead logging in Alaska. Then I went and bought a small newspaper, a real estate newspaper, developed a website for it and a TV show. And that's what I was doing when I met Sheree. Sheree and I communicated for quite a while online and over the phone. This is before phone calls were cheap or totally free. So we spent a lot of money on phone calls, but I ended up moving down to Tennessee. We got married and then we went and moved to Chapel Hill to go to UNC Law School. While Sheree was in UNC Law School, she got pregnant and had our son Aiden. That's a difficult thing, going to law school, being pregnant and giving birth, but she did it. We ended up moving to Boone. We got hired by an attorney out of Boone. She was a attorney working for them. I was a tech, and we were excited. Boone's in Western North Carolina in Appalachia. About a month after we started, we discovered that the attorney was not doing everything on the up and up. And we contacted the NC Bar Ethics Board, and they said if she, the attorney, got caught, that Sheree would go down with her. So we quit. This put us into a world of hurt because we weren't making much money. I was a magician, but there wasn't much work there. And I was also a DJ. And so I was going into Raleigh on the weekends, but that's a 4-hour drive each way. We weren't making enough money to pay our bills, and we were in a nicer house than we could really afford at the time. So we ended up being our first clients, and we filed Chapter 7 on ourselves. We got out of our lease and got rid of all our debt and got to fresh start. We got a smaller house with an office in it, and we started seeing clients there. We had an office in it so we could save money on our overhead, and also our son was severely autistic and he was very difficult to handle. It took both of us to be around the whole time. In fact, when he was in school, preschool and kindergarten, I had to go to school with him the full time because he was violent and he was very frustrated because he couldn't communicate. Now he doesn't stop talking. He's a great kid. He's in college doing real well. He's an A student, lots of friends, and we couldn't be prouder of him. But back then it was difficult. We ended up moving to Raleigh because Raleigh had better programs and facilities for autistic kids. And we've been here since then, or in the Raleigh area. Let me tell you a little about our company. Our bankruptcy law firm is a little different than others. Actually, it's a lot different. First of all, we have the best Google bankruptcy testimonials in the state. We have a 4.9 rating, over 70 reviews, and the reviews are wonderful. We have an A+ rating with a BBB with 0 complaints in the last 20 years. Sheree is in the top 3.9% of all bankruptcy attorneys nationwide. That's because she's a consumer bankruptcy specialist, board certified. She's also written a couple books on bankruptcy. One we have on our website. You can download it and look at it for free, read it for free. We do price matching for local attorneys. Unlike the other guys, we stop harassing phone calls when you pay $300, not when you finish the bankruptcy. So we start a lot sooner. I also help people get a credit score of 720 or higher after the bankruptcy. As we said, we're a family law firm, not a faceless corporation. We're open 7 days a week, generally open from about 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the week, although we ask clients to contact us between 11 and 7. We have easy payment plans and 2 money-back guarantees. We're a small mom and pop boutique law firm based in Raleigh, specializing in bankruptcy. We don't take everybody, but those we do take, we treat like family. And we hope you'll be part of our family as well. Thank you and have a good day.